you wouldn't mind going and subscribing to my other YouTube channel, that would help me, because I want to stream this particular class on my high level, but I currently can't do that because I don't have enough subscribers. So I'm currently streaming this on my Ace Digital Productions channel. So let me go check that channel and see if it is live here. And what am I sharing? I'm sharing all kinds of stuff. So let me get my window capture set to the right window here. There we go. Let's use that window. And this is what we're going to be sharing. This right here. There we go. Now we got the right stream going out. Okay. Okay. So this is the high level coaching and training community right here. And when you join this community, you're going to be able to join the live room. So let me grab a link.
This is a reminder. Get on free high-level coaching and training.
I'm already there. Thanks. My AI.
This is a reminder. Get on free high-level coaching and training.
My AI assistant is telling me to get on my training call. So I beat her to the punch. All right, let me get this window set up here. Let's see here. None of these windows are the right window. All right, let's use this one here. Let's bring this over here. And then once you go into the community, is this one logged in? Yeah, this one's logged in. Okay. So once you get into the high level coaching and training community, you're going to see an events link at the top. And then you're going to see a calendar. And you can click on the free high level coaching and training link. And I'm going to drop that link right here in the Facebook comments, so you can join me right inside the community. Okay, there we go. So you got all the links now. And you can join me inside the community. In about 3 minutes, I'm going live. So I'm going to kick back here and get ready to go live. And see who makes it today. So I come here regardless if anyone shows up or not. Because I am committed. I am committed to helping you be successful in the marketing of your business. So I'm here for you. I'm committed 100% to your success. Whether you choose to accept it or not, it's up to you. Like they say, you can bring the horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And if that sucker don't drink, he's just going to fall over and die. And that's why I wear this hat. Building an empire, right? Because you're either building an empire or you're destroying one. There's no status quo. You're either going up or you're going down. It's one or the other. So what are you going to do today? Are you going to build an empire with me? Or are you going to go down and maybe take someone else down with you? Most likely, you're going to take someone else down with you. All right, 11:59. Here we go. Got to get limbered up. Get ready to go live. Here we go. I gotta get my weights. Where's my weights? I can do some workouts. Get pumped. We're gonna pump you up. Okay, 11:59. Let's go ahead and open the room. Okay, I'm here. You're there. Let's start the room. Join the session. All right, we are live. Connecting to the room. The wheel is spinning. And boom, we are live. And we have one person in the room already. All right, we are live inside the room. And we have two people here right now. Welcome, welcome. And my camera is not going to work because I am streaming live on YouTube right now. And I can only have one piece of software controlling my camera. Let me see if I can activate this other camera. I don't know if that's going to work either. But you guys know what I look like. There's my picture right there. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Yay! Yep. Technology works. All right. Well, welcome, Thomas and Shell. Welcome to the free high-level training session. So we are live streaming here inside the community, and I'm glad you both found it. And then I am also live streaming on YouTube, and I am also live streaming on Facebook. So if you Facebook people would like to see my screen, then you can join me inside the community. So you got all the links. Go ahead and join. And then I'm going to be sharing my screen, which is the high level screen. So let me move that screen over there. And we're going to bring up the infamous Rise IQ. So let me go ahead and go over here to GoHighLevel and share that screen. Let's share the entire screen, just like that. Okay. And let me flip on over to YouTube and see if we're actually live over there. We should be. But you know what happens when you should? Or when you assume. That's it. When you assume, what happens? You make an ass out of
Wayne.
You make an ass out of you and me. That's how assume is spelled. Assume. All right, let me just check my channel here, make sure we're live. And then for you guys in the community that are live with me, just be aware that we are live on YouTube and Facebook. So don't say anything that you don't want going out live. All right, let me just check. Yes, we are live. Okay, so everything's working. And now let me come back to you guys. All right, so welcome to the Rise IQ free high-level coaching and training. And I'm just going to open it up to the floor here. Do either of you have a burning question about high level?
Yes, I want to set up the calendar and the email in GoHighLevel. And we started transferring my domain. I want to check the status on that.
Okay, great. And Shell, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I do. What's the difference between this one and the paid coaching?
The weekend one?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. The weekend one?
You got two of them. One is free, which we're on, and I guess it's because we're already part of Rise IQ. And the other one is a paid one for $97 a month, which is about the same thing. So what's the difference?
Yes, good question. So let me answer that one because that's an easy one. So as was mentioned, I have a free high-level coaching and training, which is this particular call that we're on right now. And then at 3 p.m. on Saturday, I have the paid high-level coaching and training. And then on Sunday, I also have a free high-level coaching and training. And then I also have a paid high-level coaching and training. So this is for people that are not part of Rise IQ. So if you are part of Rise IQ, then you're going to have access to this community over here. Right here, the Rise IQ community. And as part of your membership to Rise IQ, you get 3 weekly sessions, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This particular group on the weekends is geared at people that do not subscribe to Rise IQ. Maybe they have high level from somewhere else. And maybe they're not getting the support that they want. So I'm giving them 4 different opportunities on the weekend to come get that support. 2 of those calls are free and 2 of them are paid. Now, obviously, if you pay, you can come to all 4. right? But if you don't pay, you can only come to 2.
Okay, so to clarify, clarify, Thomas and I are paid. So this would be for people that are not, and we can still come. But our session really is what 3 to 4 Pacific today also.
No, this paid session on the weekend is not included in your Rise membership.
Okay.
You already get Monday, Wednesday, Friday as part of your Rise membership. This program is separate from the Rise, but you can join it if you'd like. If you'd like more time with me, then you can join this one. Or you can just come to the free ones. Make sense?
Okay.
All right, awesome. Okay, so Thomas, you wanted to look at setting up calendars and setting up emails.
Yes.
All right, so let's dive in.
Yes, and also the status of the domain, the URL transfer.
Yeah. So in order to protect your privacy, I'm not going to have you share your screen. I'm just going to show you in my setup where to go look at things.
Okay.
Because I'm sharing this to the world, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the menu, and as soon as my computer decides to react here, it's not being too speedy here. Let me try to get to the screen I want, and then I'll show you here. All right. We're going to go to calendars. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and get this screen up. I need to shut down some windows, I think. Let me shut down this window. And let me shut down. Oh, I know why. I've got my editing platform running. I need to shut that down. That's taking up a lot of memory. Let's go ahead and I don't see it. Where is it? Let's go ahead and shut down that. And let's go ahead and shut down that. Okay, so now things should speed up a little bit. Okay, so can you see my calendar setup?
Yes.
Okay. So on your main left-hand side menu, you have 2 menu options.
Yeah.
You have the main menu, and then you have the settings menu at the bottom. So on the main menu, you have a calendar option. So when you click on calendars, it's going to show you all your different events that you have on your calendar. And then you can go to the appointment view listing, and it just shows it in a list form. Okay. In order to set up the calendar.
Where am I seeing that? Oh, okay. Appointment view list. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. And then you have a calendar settings gear icon. So you want to you want to go to calendar settings, and then you can start setting up a calendar. So in HighLevel, in HighLevel, you can create as many calendars as you'd like. And there's different types of calendars. You can have a regular calendar. You can have a service-based calendar. You can have a room calendar. You can have an equipment calendar. So depending on what type of business you have, maybe you are like a plumber or a pest control company. You could set up a service-based calendar where people are booking your services. You can set up a room calendar. So like if you're an office and you have conference rooms, you can have room calendars. And then if you rent equipment, then you can have like a equipment rental calendar. So for you, you're just going to use a regular calendar.
Okay. Yes.
And then if you don't have anything in your calendar list, you can just say new calendar. And you can choose between different types of calendars. So this is a very extensive calendaring system. And it's got all kinds of options, which makes it kind of confusing. But if you just kind of look at it, you can kind of tell what they are. You have a personal booking calendar. Go ahead.
If I want to offer several, I want to be able to have someone register for a 15-minute or a 30-minute one-time only session, or to book, the first and third Wednesday of the month at 10 a.m. Right. So there's three different kinds of bookings that I would want.
Yep.
Can I do that all here?
Yep. You're going to just create different calendars.
Okay.
Okay. And do you see my screen?
Yeah, it's real foggy, but I mean, yes.
Okay.
Out of focus.
Let me see if I can make it bigger. Okay. So it may snap in at some point there. So you've got the personal booking calendar. You've got the class booking calendar. You got the round robin calendar, and you got the collective booking calendar. You've got an event calendar. You've got a service booking calendar. The calendar that you're going to use is the personal booking calendar. So that's for setting up things like one-to-one meetings. Okay. So you'll choose that. And then you'll name your calendar. So it could be like 15-minute free consultation. Right?
Okay.
So it could be called 15-minute free consult. If I could learn how to type. And then you're going to have a team member selection. So you're going to choose your team member. I'm the only team member, so I chose me. And then you can make a custom URL. So what you'll find that it does is it puts like some extra characters after the slug. And if you choose like a generic name, then it may already be chosen. And someone's calling me while I'm live streaming. Can't answer. Someone probably trying to get in.
Got it. So if someone else is using 15-minute free consult, that is the one that delineates it to your calendar.
Yeah. So what I always do is I always put like with Wayne or whatever. Right.
Got it.
So that's how I can make mine unique, is because it's got my name on it.
Okay, got it.
Because keep in mind,
so if I'm
the beginning part of the URL is the same for everyone.
And
if you use a generic kind of title, then that's probably taken.
Okay, got it. So if can I send somebody a link to my calendar?
Yep, we'll look at that in a second.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So what we're doing
Thank
right
you.
now is we're setting up this specific event calendar for, let's say, a 15-minute consult. So
Got
I'm
it.
going to put in 15 here. That's the duration of my meeting. Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm going to choose my booking availability calendar or time slots, let's say. So I can have a specific time schedule that says I'm available at these times, and then the calendar would use that booking time schedule.
Okay.
So if I only want to be available from 8 to noon, then I put that availability on my availability time schedule.
Okay.
All right. And then I can accept payments for this calendar appointment or not. So if I want to charge $100 for 15 minutes, then I would put that amount in there. And then I would say, this is for my high-end 15-minute coaching, right?
Yep.
And then I could go to advanced settings, and I can have even more options in here. So now I can put a logo in here. I can have a further description. I can add this to a group. So if you have different kind of divisions or whatever in your company, you can create different groups. So this calendar 15-minute option would be in this group. And then you can show all of the calendar options for that group if you want.
So I could pick multiple groups for this calendar option.
No, this calendar item for this 15-minute event is going to be in one of my groups.
Yes.
Okay.
I got you.
So I'm going to make it in the Success with Wayne group. Okay. And then I can choose a color. So if I want to delineate certain calendar events on my calendar visually, then I can make it a certain color.
Okay.
Now that's just in the basic details. Now we can go to staff and location. Now some of this is already set from our previous screen, but if I want to add staff members, I could add staff members here. I can choose the type of meeting location that I want. Do I want it to be a Zoom? Do I want it to be a Google Meet? Do I want it to be a phone call? Do I want it to be a custom video call inside GoHighLevel? Do I want it to be Microsoft Teams? Like I can choose all those different options. And I can choose multiple.
So if I have,
go ahead.
Okay, custom. So could I put like Zoom with Thomas P? I want to direct people to that domain forwarding thing.
Yeah, don't even worry about that right now.
Can I put that in here?
No.
Okay.
You don't need to. That's going to confuse the issue. Okay? So you're going to connect your Zoom directly to your GoHighLevel, so GoHighLevel can manage your Zoom events.
Nice.
Yeah. So in your meeting locations, you can choose different options. So if people want to use Google Meet, or if they want to use the phone, or if they want to use the Zoom, they can choose. Or you can choose for them and say, I only do Zoom, right?
Right. Right.
And then you get to your availability, which is what we talked about before, like your availability calendar. And then you can make this recurring or not. So if it's going to be a regular meeting that you do all the time and people just come to it, then great, you could do that. Okay. You could set some.
What if I went like the first and third week?
Exactly.
If I want to do like they pick Tuesday and it's going to be the first and third Tuesday, they can select it there.
Yeah. So the availability of this appointment could be recurring. So you can say make it weekly and it repeats, 3 times or whatever. Okay. And then booking rules. So you got all kinds of rules here for the booking. The duration is going to be 15 minutes. Maybe you want to have these every 30 minutes. Maybe the minimum scheduling notice is 1 day. So like, you don't want people booking like a half hour from now, right?
Right.
Because you may not be looking at your calendar. You may be eating lunch, right?
Right.
Or you may want to make it, 3 weeks. You're really busy. You only take this appointment up to 3 weeks out, right? And then the date range. You could say, hey, how far into the future can you book these? And then you got a buffer time, pre-buffer, and a post-buffer. So if you need time to gather your thoughts before the call or after the call, you can set that buffer time. And then you can also set the maximum bookings of this type per day. And you can also set the maximum bookings per slot. So if you only want to do one of these per slot, then there you go. And then you can look busy.
What is a slot?
What is the slot? The slot would be for a single time slot. So like every 30 minutes.
Okay, like got it.
Yeah. And then if you want to look busy, then you can put a percentage in here. It's like 50%. So the system is going to make you look busy and only show 50% of your availability.
Okay. And it's going to randomize that.
Yeah.
So can I set up, can this cross-reference another calendar so that it's not?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's not booking over another appointment.
Yeah, but just keep in mind, we're just defining this 15-minute free or paid consult.
Okay. Got it.
We're not doing any cross-checking or anything here.
Got it.
And then over here, you can set up the form. Is there certain things that you want to ask? You can set up your payment amounts.
Okay.
You can set up your notifications. Okay. And then you can
set up any of that.
What's that?
I said I can barely make out the font size. It's calendar widget type. Okay. I mean, the smaller stuff is basically almost illegible.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of showing you where to go find it. So in your system, at least you kind of know, okay, this is where I go find it. Right?
Yes, got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So widget appearance, I would just leave this on Neo because Neo's got some more features that the old classic didn't. but you can change the colors here, and you can change the button title.
Okay.
And then you can preview your widget. And I don't know if it's going to show this. Yeah, because I didn't save it yet. And then you can upload a graphic. Okay. And you always want to check the dimensions on these graphic uploads. Like this one says 180 by 180. Okay. So once you define all that, you save your calendar. I'm not going to save this one. And I'm going to go to my calendar that I set up just like that. This is my Chat with Wayne calendar. So here I defined everything. My calendar logo is my face. And my system's running really slow because I'm doing all this streaming. So I defined the color as purple. And then I went into my staff and I changed it to a Zoom meeting. And then I went into booking rules and I made it a 30-minute interval, but my meeting duration is 25 minutes. And then the minimum scheduling notice is 2 hours. So I want to give myself at least 2 hours to check my calendar to see if anyone booked.
Okay.
And then the rest of it, I just left it blank because I didn't have any specifics on that stuff.
Okay. So you're able then to duplicate this and change the name and duplicate it and change the...
Yep, exactly.
You don't have to go in and build. Okay.
So if I go back here to the main schedule and I click on these dots, I can duplicate this calendar. Okay.
Got it. Beautiful.
So you can make a 15-minute one, a 30-minute one, right? So now, in order to connect your calendar to check for overlapping, you would come in here to connections. And as soon as my system wakes up here, and I'm getting all kinds of notifications. Okay, so here's where you connect your different calendars. So here you can see I linked my Google Calendar. And then over here, my conflict calendar, I linked that Google Calendar as well. So it's going to check my Google Calendar for any conflicts. So let me bring up my Google Calendar. So what I do is I make myself available from like 7 a.m. or 8 a.m., whatever the early time is, to 7 p.m., right? On that booking part, right? That availability part over here.
Yes.
So my schedule is wide open, right? So from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every single day.
Got it.
But then how I control my availability is with my Google Calendar. So if I want to block out a time, like I did this afternoon for the AC/DC concert, I blocked out from 5 to 10 on my Google Calendar. And I made it as busy, right? So here, when I go into the settings, I make it as busy.
Wayne, the screen is so crappy. I don't know where you went.
Okay. I'm just in the
So
Google. I'm in the Google Calendar. Do you
Which
see
one?
Do you see the Google
There
Calendar?
were 4. No.
What do you see on
I
your
see
screen?
block, but I see block, and I see now I see now I see I think 4 calendars: a blue, a purple, light purple, green, and darker purple.
Okay, so maybe when that box popped up, you didn't see it. All I did was click on the edit box, the edit option for that calendar item.
Okay, where's that block? You clicked on the edit. Okay.
Yeah, so when you click on the blocked out time, you get the little edit pencil.
Okay. Yeah.
And I just made it busy. So it's not free, it's busy.
Okay. Yep.
Right? So that means over here on my Rise IQ calendar that's checking my Google Calendar for conflicts, it's going to say, oh, Wayne's not available from 5 to 10.
Okay. Now you have so here's my dilemma or question.
Yep.
Okay, great. So I've got that one calendar that we know of, right? Then I've got my personal calendar, and then I'm going to have these different events. Okay, but we're talking about checking against. So right now, the events in my other calendar, the one that I'm talking about, are all color-coded. And then my personal calendar is a slave to that other calendar. So everything just shows up as one color.
Correct.
And my personal, okay. Where will I have this thing put its events and check against busy?
Yeah, so you want
to check against the other.
Yeah, only check it against one calendar. Okay. Or you could add multiple calendars, I believe, in connections if you wanted to. Let's go look at that. So if I go edit, yeah. So see right here. So I added additional calendars to be checked to prevent double bookings. And I have these calendars added.
Okay.
So I can check those off.
Okay. So the events that are booked for me through high level, I want them to show on my primary the primary calendar, which you know which one it is.
Yeah.
So I want to see everything like looking at that one Google Calendar.
If you want to use that as your primary, but I would probably do it differently.
Yeah.
Right?
How would you do it?
So, because I'm in a similar situation. So I have multiple business. Got it. I have multiple business entities out there. Right?
Yes.
I have my Ace photo and video calendar, which is a Google calendar. I don't have it in high level yet. I have my Success with Wayne calendar. Success with Wayne is my networking calendar. So I may put events on Success with Wayne that I may attend or I may not attend. Right? Because it's a networking event. If I got a client, I'm going to take the client over the networking event.
Okay.
So I don't have my high level calendar checking for conflicts on the networking calendar.
Okay.
Because I want people to be able to book me for a 1-to-1 or whatever over a networking event.
Okay.
Same is true for Ace Digital Pro. This is just another entity with a different brand. And on this calendar, I tend to put like my high level event. So if I'm going to a high level Zoom call or a high level 3-day event, then I don't want that blocking out stuff of my client calendar. Right?
Okay.
I always want my GoHighLevel calendar to be as open as possible for people to book me, because that means money.
So would I then? Okay. Let's call me business 2.
Yep.
And the other one business 1.
Yep.
Right. So right now everything is on the business 1 calendar. And it's for whatever it's duplicated on my business 2 calendar.
Yep.
And it's just duplicated. Okay. So right now business 1 is primary. And I'm creating these calendars in GoHighLevel. Are you suggesting that on I create a business 2 calendar on Google for events? Is that what you're saying you would do?
That's how I like to do it.
Like I like your idea. I missed that way.
Yeah, I say that's how I like to do it, because I want to give priority to people booking me for a 1-to-1. So if I want to block out any of that from happening, then I just put this fake block on my Google Calendar.
Okay. So I could look at my business 2 calendar and move all of the like classes and networking that's currently on business 1. I could move that over to business 2 calendar and only leave those events that are making me money on business 1. And it would check against my business 1 calendar.
Yup.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Or you can flop it around. Because what if you want to add another business 3? Right? So you should have one calendar that's like your personal calendar, and that one is like the cleanest one. And that's a Google Calendar, so you can easily just add and remove stuff from it. You don't have to go into high level. You can just add a block whenever you need to. Right?
Okay.
And that's the one that high level is checking conflicts against.
Okay, so that would be like personal appointments, doctor's appointments, and things like that.
Whatever, yeah. Right? And then your business 1 calendar, that is for scheduled meetings with that business. It could be internal, it could be external. Right? But your high level calendar is checking against your personal calendar, which you can also block out time on that personal calendar for Business One events. And you can have that automatic by sharing the event to that other calendar, or you can do it manually, whatever you want.
So,
go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So for me, okay, we have a pre-existing Business One right now, which has all my stuff. I have a business, what is right now my personal calendar, which is just a duplicate of the first calendar.
Correct.
But I could make the Business Two calendar my events and unessential stuff.
Yes.
And I could make the Business One calendar, I could leave that as it is and just keep the hard appointments in that.
Correct.
And high level would then reference the Business One calendar. Okay. Got it.
So like we saw over here, I can tell it to check that other calendar for conflicts if I want.
Mm-hmm.
Or not. I chose not to, because the way I'm managing it is all through Google Calendar. So
when I put my Business One so I can put multiple calendars on Google Calendar like you have, and you look across the day like you are right now.
Correct. I can see all my different calendars that I care about on one calendar.
Yeah.
Because I shared those other Google calendars with this Google account. So I can look across all my different business types and I can see that,
okay,
let's go to a typical week. So let's go to not Saturday, right? So here is, okay, so here's last Wednesday. Okay. So on my Success with Wayne calendar, which is my networking calendar, I have alignable event, alignable event, alignable event, alignable event, and then I have a block. But that block is from my GoRise IQ support call, which is on the GoRise IQ calendar. So that's a hard event.
Okay.
So that's why I blocked it on my Success with Wayne calendar, because I don't want anybody booking me if I got a training event.
Because somebody can book on to Success on the Success with Wayne calendar.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So for me, the Business Two calendar, the personal calendar, I'm the only one that can book on that.
If that's how
I'm
you
not
set it
sending
up.
out calendar. I won't be sending out. Yeah, I won't be sending out calendar links for that.
Yeah. So I go both
So
ways.
I'll see two calendars. Say that about both ways again.
I go both ways. So I have to block on either or calendar or both, because I can let people book me on GoRise and I can let people book me on Success with Wayne.
Okay, got it.
And I can let people book me on my Ace Photo, right? So like if I look here at Tuesday, I had a photo shoot from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. In actuality,
Okay.
the photo shoot was from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., but I wanted to book out my personal time from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. because I got to travel, I got to pack my gear, I got to do all that stuff. So then on my networking calendar, I blocked it out from 9 to 2:15 because when I got home from the photo shoot, I wanted to download the photos. So I blocked out even more time on my networking calendar. And then I also blocked out that time on the GoRise IQ and the Ace Digital because I just needed that much time.
Okay.
And it's very easy to block out time because I'm just dragging a thing, and then I just type in block, and now it's blocked. It's like super easy.
Okay.
Right? And if I want to also
And
block it over
can you
here,
do a weekly view on this?
yeah, I'm just looking at the daily view, and I can also block it out over here.
Yeah.
So bang, it's done. I've just blocked out 2 calendars.
Okay.
Okay. And then if I want to, I can do a weekly view, but that gets really confusing.
I would guess.
Because now each of the business entities is
Oh,
all
okay.
blocked up on
Yeah,
one day.
got it. But if I was taking a vacation,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah, then you would just create a block that
Or
goes across
somebody
multiple days. So I could say block it from July 28th to the 31st all day long.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is by far
So
the
how do I
easiest
see the
way.
multiple? How do I set that up? This view up in Google.
In Google? Okay.
So I've got 2 calendars now. Yeah, but I don't have them on one screen.
Yep. So here's how you do it. So let's go over here. This is my Ace Photo and Video browser. And you notice it's got a different color scheme. It's got a different Google profile. Everything's different about it. And here's my calendar, which is a Google Workspace calendar. So it's just like your other one.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to share this calendar. So I go into my settings for the Google Calendar and I can say, share this calendar with these people.
Okay.
Now, the issue with workspace calendars is if you're sharing outside of the workspace, then you can only set it to see the free or busy.
On the other calendars.
Yeah. That's the only issue.
But does it automatically block out those times on the workspace calendar, or does it just show them?
Yeah, well, we're sharing from the workspace calendar to the other calendar, right? So over here, for instance, it just shows busy for my Ace Photo.
And which is your workspace calendar?
The Ace Photo. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I did. So this would be like the workspace calendar that you and I both have
Yes.
or had.
Yes.
The Ace Photo. And then one of these others would be my personal calendar,
Correct.
which would have educational events. The workspace calendar would have my hard appointments in it.
Correct.
Okay. But the workspace calendar will not block out, unless I block it out on the workspace calendar, what's on the second calendar, your success calendar.
Correct. So like, let's say you had a doctor's appointment, right?
Yes.
And you want to block out time on the workspace calendar.
Yes.
I can't do that from here. Because it's a workspace calendar and it only allows me to see busy or free. Did you get that?
No. The workspace one is the Ace Digital Pro.
Correct.
Okay. So, but you physically added the blocks in there. That was not automatic.
But I have to do it on the other calendar. So I have to go over here and add it.
Okay, so that's where you added the block.
Yeah, so here I add the block on my work calendar. And then when I go over here to my joint calendar, then I'm going to see that block pop up.
Okay. But your GoHighLevel calendar events are just tied to the work calendar.
Well, I have multiple work calendars, so yeah, my GoHighLevel calendar.
This is a reminder.
Yeah.
Get on 6-week A. Boot camp.
So my GoHighLevel calendar.
The Ace calendar. Yes.
Yeah. So my GoHighLevel calendar is hooked to this one, GoRise IQ. So if I want to block out time on my other work calendar, then I have to make sure I put a block over here on this Google Calendar.
Okay.
Because I'm running multiple businesses.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
But for me, sending out calendar links, they would all go to, I want them all to go on the business one calendar, the workspace calendar.
Yeah.
And I just want my webinar, seminars, whatever I'm attending, to go on the second calendar.
Okay. So yeah, you would sync.
Hey Wayne, can you hear me?
Yes. Who was that?
It's Tim.
Hey Tim.
Hey, I'm watching this and I'm trying to get a grasp of it. So this almost, to me, it looks like a calendar dashboard. Like you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 calendars viewed here. Is that like 4 calendars being viewed in another calendar that's like a helper calendar or a dashboard calendar that you can put different calendar views in?
Yeah, so this is a Google account, and all of these calendars are different Google calendars for different Google identities that I have.
Right.
But I just choose to view them all in one place.
That's so cool.
And then my high level calendar is synchronized to the first row or the first column.
Okay.
So like this.
How'd you do that?
I just did a regular sync over here. Conflict calendar.
Okay. And that's in GoHighLevel. Okay.
That's in GoHighLevel. And the reason that I do that, and this is what I was explaining to Thomas, is that like this event right here, GHL Daily Onboarding Demo, like I don't really need to attend that, right? But I want to have it on my calendar just in case I do want to attend it.
Right, and then it looks like you'd have all the links and everything, so you're not hopping around trying to find this and that, so it's all right here.
Exactly, right? And then this event here, the NEBA event, is a networking event. So if I get up early enough on Tuesday at 5:30 a.m., I can just go to my calendar event and click on it and go to that Zoom event.
Right. Nice.
But it's not on my GoRise IQ calendar, because if I want a client to be able to book me at 5:30 a.m., then I'm going to leave this block off. And I'm going to leave this block off.
Okay, got it.
If I want people to book me.
Okay.
Because over here in my availability in high level, I'm available from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day.
Okay.
So I control my availability with blocks. Make sense?
Yep.
So if
So
there's
can you enter an event
go ahead.
on any calendar from the screen, right? You can physically enter an event on any one of your 4 calendars from the screen.
Correct. Except for the workspace one.
There you got to go to the workspace to put it in.
Correct. Because you're using an organizational calendar, and the permissions are controlled by the organization.
Got it.
So is this big like holding calendar? Is that the workspace? And then these columns calendars are plugged into the workspace?
No, when I say workspace, I mean Google Workspace.
Okay.
Which is a corporate thing, right?
Yep.
You get a corporate Google Workspace for your company. And then typically you can only do stuff internally for that company within that workspace. And when you start sharing stuff outside of the company, it says, hey, wait a minute, you're sharing outside the company, right?
Yep.
So with a regular old Gmail, which is what this is, I can make appointments all day long because I've shared the ability to block off stuff or actually see the event details, whereas over here on the workspace one, I can't.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So that's the best way I've found to manage a whole bunch of calendars at once and easily block off time.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So let's say if I have a pipeline, let's say if I have in my GoHighLevel account, I have 3 separate clients or 3 separate pipelines. So I have one for client one for another client, one for another client. Then I could make a calendar for each one of them and then model this. So I have and I have all the information, and then I have my personal calendar, and it's all in one place, right?
Absolutely. So what I do is I have my Success with Wayne calendar. That's my networking calendar. So I'll put any kind of event on here I want if I may want to attend it, right? The Ace photo and video calendar, that's money. So if I got a photo shoot, I'm blocking it off on all my calendars. And then over here on GoRiseIQ, if I'm doing a weekly support event, so like right here is my GoRiseIQ support call at 3 p.m. on Friday. Well, that's a hard event. I'm going to block it off on all my other calendars. So nobody can book me. Make sense?
Yep. Now, is this calendar setup going to be in your instructions? Or like, if, let's say if I go back and I jumped in late, I was doing some yard work that I had to get done.
Yeah.
So how to set it up, is that going to be in the instructions?
Well, there's no instructions, so you just got to go watch the replay.
Okay. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically what we did was we set up one calendar in here, which is my personal calendar. So when people go to AskWayneNow.com and they book a chat with Wayne, then it goes on my GoRiseIQ calendar. Just like this purple one right here. Okay? So I need to make sure I go block that off on my other calendars so nobody books that time. Because I allow people to book things on these other calendars.
So then I could have a calendar for training for like my sales coach, and then my coaching or my calls that I'm doing with you. Then I could have like a training calendar, like Tim in training or something like that, or training.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
That's
so like
great.
here on my Ace Digital Pro, this is like my catch-all calendar. So I have GHL Engine Summit, which was a 3-day event virtually. So I wanted to put it on my calendar so I'd remember, but I don't want it blocking off critical times that people can book me.
Right.
So, all right, guys, we are past the hour, and I got to jump over to my AI Content Creators Club. So if you don't know about that, I'll show you here. So inside the community, let me bring this up. There's another community over here. Like this one's the high level community. And as soon as my screen reacts. So we're in the high level community right now. Mm-hmm. There's also the AI Content Creators Club. So in this community, we talk about all AI. And it's a paid membership. It costs $1 for 30 days. And then after 30 days, it's $7 a month. So if you'd like to pivot and talk about AI, then you can come join the club and we can talk about AI.
Thank you, Wayne. I got a split. Great job.
Okay. All right, we'll see you later. I'll be doing
I'll jump
more
on that
events.
one.
I'll be doing more events later.
Thanks.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank you.